Yeah, it's a great question. So basically, what's going on right now with this whole NAR settlement is it's about two things. Number one, the class action lawsuit was about quote unquote fixed commissions at 6%. And number two, the lack of clarity around how commissions are being paid and by who. So the settlement, they say, solves both those problems, but what's important is what's going to happen right now and what does this mean for buyers and sellers. So basically what it means is in the settlement they're agreeing to decouple commissions. So basically the listing agent and the seller will have their own agreement of what the cost or the fee or the commission or compensation, however you want to put it, will be for that property for the agent to sell it. And then the buyer side will have their own agreement. And this is going to be the biggest change. So come August 17th, 2024, all buyers must sign an employment agreement with their agents, and it must designate what commission or compensation will be paid at close of escrow. So that's going to be a big change for a lot of buyers. It does not mean that all buyers are going to be out of pocket 3%, 2%, 1%, whatever you want to call it. But it is something to consider that if the seller is not offering a co-broke or a co-compensation, that the buyer may be on the hook for these charges. So again, that's going to be a big change in the landscape of how buyer agency works. It's been around forever. That's what the media is missing. One, compensation has always been negotiated, and number two, there's been buyer-broker employment agreements out for decades. It's just now it's mandatory that they're in place before showing a property. And again, I do think sellers will continue to offer compensation. That's just the best way you can guarantee traffic and exposure to your property, and also make it affordable for buyers so they don't have to come out of pocket for their commission, and it's just simply paid out of the proceeds.